Hello guys from Plant Reviews. Today 16th of July and I'll talk now about the pineberry. That is the name given to this particular white pinkish strawberry as a fusion name from pineapple and strawberry, because this plant is supposed to taste like pineapple, even if actually having a shape of a strawberry. And I'll talk a little bit in a few minutes about this. Well, talking about this plant, this is a hybrid strawberry. It's basically one of the varieties of the classic garden strawberry. This is a pale pink whitish strawberry called Pineberry, and like all strawberries, all garden strawberries, is a hybrid called Fragaria cross Ananassa. So the hybrid coming from the South American strawberry or Chilean strawberry, Fragaria chilensis, and the North American strawberry, Fragaria virginiana. These strawberries basically crossed together, replaced for most part the old European species first grown as strawberries in gardens, the Fragaria vesca, the alpine or woodland strawberry, as well as the musk strawberry, also a European native, Fragaria moscata. The pineberry is just a variety of a white strawberry. There's many more varieties of white or pinkish cream strawberries. The ancestor of the pineberry was selected in France by a group of Dutch farmers, and then they selected obviously the best specimens and gave rise to the hybrid as we know it. The plant itself is basically a strawberry. You can see the classic tri-lobed leaves coming from the main stem from the ground, and it is tall about I would say 15-20 centimeters. From the crown of the plant develops also the fruit, the stem bearing the fruit. That actually is a kind of aggregate fruit or accessory fruit, because the real fruits are actually what we might confuse as seeds. In strawberries they are called achenes, and they are basically the ovaries of the strawberries, and each of these achenes that in the pineberry are bright red, as you can see, contains one seed indeed. So just to say that the strawberry is not a real fruit. However, we can talk, so to say, of strawberries as a fruit. Is not even a berry, because berries anatomically are different from this kind of aggregate fruit. Anyway, is absolutely one of the best fruits available on the market. Is very rich in vitamin C, and in particular the pineberry has also a very nice fragrance. The fruit is very aromatic indeed, and the fragrance is awesome. You can actually smell it as it was a flower, and it is very aromatic. I would say the smell kind of resemble the woodland strawberry, even if this is a hybrid of the garden strawberry. The strawberry is some say this resemble pineapple also in flavor and aroma. To me, really, the resemblance to the pineapple is very remote. It doesn't taste to me at all like a pineapple, and it doesn't smell like a pineapple. What I found instead is that the aroma and the taste resemble a lot the woodland or alpine strawberry. This said, indeed, it's I think is more flavorsome than most of the red strawberries, the flavor of the pineberry, but just because it resembles very much the alpine or woodland strawberry. Me individually, like as my personal preference, I prefer alpine or woodland strawberries over garden strawberries for the flavor, because it's very aromatic, as the pineberry is an absolutely gorgeous flavor and fragrance as well, like alpine or woodland strawberries. However, I don't find it particularly close to pineapple. Anyway, this garden strawberry pineberry is a cross precisely all as every garden strawberry, so a cross between the Chilean or South American strawberry and the North American strawberry, and the cross is actually called Fragaria ananas, cross ananassa, and ananassa comes from the Latin name of the pineapple, Ananas commosus, saying that evidently the persons, the people selecting this hybrid, the hybrid of the two species, kind of decided that the closest flavor to the strawberry was actually the one of the pineapple. It is a flavor that to me, even in normal strawberries, doesn't really remind me a lot of the pineapple. My pineapple broom that is in flower in my garden still indeed has a fragrance that is much more similar to the pineapple. I can show you the last flowers of this plant, much more than the fragrance or the taste of any strawberry, including the pineberry. Anyway, obviously individual sensitivity to fragrances and taste can vary. However, the pineberry is an absolutely gorgeous fruit to have and to eat. The pineberry, unfortunately, even if the fruits are incredibly aromatic and tasty, is not a particularly big producer. The plant itself produces, the fruit itself is pretty small, about 2-3 centimeters in diameter, as you can see. The color is very peculiar, is white, so it's something to talk about with your friends, and if you have lots of plants, maybe you can have a nice little crop of white strawberries for a dinner or for a lunch. But definitely you won't get rich selling these lots of pine berries in the market, because unfortunately the yield is very low. It is a plant also that, in my opinion, produces runners at a much lower rate than my other strawberries, like the usual red strawberries that, as you can see, are just over populating my garden, coming out also from my borders. The plant, however, is very easy to keep. Is a plant that I cultivate in normal potting mix, normal multi-purpose compost, and is doing perfectly fine. You need just to ensure to keep it well drained and still quite moist, especially during spring and summer, because obviously it's the period of active growth in the plant, and most importantly of blooming and fruit production of the plant. Pineberries were sold in the UK, I found, by Waitrose in 45 stores at some point. Me, honestly, I don't I very rarely go to Waitrose. I mostly go to Tesco or Asda or Sainsbury. I never found any pineberry for sale there, and the few times I went to Waitrose, I didn't find there any pineberry either. I checked today online and there wasn't any available anyway, so it might be that the sale for this product were discontinued. I found that the price some time ago was about £4 for 100 grams, so about £40 a kilo. This obviously is a much more expensive price than you pay usual strawberries in the supermarkets, but this is kind of justified, because anyway it's a very unusual fruit. Pineberries don't produce lots of fruits, and the fruit is very small, so really it's expected that you pay this fruit much more if you want to buy it in a shop. And I would say it's probably one of the fruits that is recommendable to cultivate, to grow yourself, if you want to have a taste of this plant, because it's very unpredictable when you can find it in the supermarkets anyway. The plant also was introduced in 2012 in the USA, and was kind of sensation, because obviously the very unusual color and the very peculiar flavor is a strawberry that to some people, again I said, tastes like pineapple, but to me still has a much better taste than the normal ground strawberry, because it really resembles to me the taste of the woodland strawberry. There are some other white varieties of strawberries, including the species Fregaria chilensis. Also, some strains produces white fruits in addition to pinkish or red fruit. And however, Fregaria chilensis is a species in its own right, and is also called South American strawberry or Frutilia chilena, or yeah, from Chile. And some people thought that the pineberry was actually selected directly from the Chilean strawberry, but it is not. Is a cross. This is what I found on all the sources I read. There are several varieties of pineberries as well for sale. I found the most common are the white pine, the white Carolina, the white D, and the natural albino. These are all whitish with the red achene, so these red fruits that contain the seeds that look very similar to seeds, and they have all a pale appearance. And considering that the fruit is so white, it is better to cultivate them in partial shade or light shade. I have this plant indeed in partial shade, and it is doing perfectly fine. Actually, the leaves are kind of a little bit scorched by the sun. I found quite strange, because I keep the strawberry in an area where direct sun arrives only until about 1 p.m. So probably in light shade this plant would suit better. However, I don't want to decrease a lot the amount of sunlight, because obviously the fruit yield is already quite low in comparison to normal strawberries, and obviously decreasing the sunlight might very probably decrease even more the fruit production by the plant. Another feature of this plant is that this plant really produces a better crop if it's near other strawberry varieties, in particular the red varieties. I found that these other varieties are better pollen parents, so insects going around the different strawberries in your garden will get some pollen from the flowers of other strawberries and bring it to the flowers of the pineberry, that can then pollinate the flowers and then produce the fruit. I found that the strawberry called with the variety called Sonata has been proved the best pollen parent for this strawberry. However, I have in my garden different varieties of strawberries, and evidently they were all able to pollinate these pineberries. The problem of the pineberry is that itself doesn't produce lots of flowers. Indeed, you can see I had only one plant producing one fruit stem, basically, as you can see, and some time ago another plant produced another fruit stem, and I thought that the fruit was not ripened yet, but actually it was, and indeed too much time passed and now is completely gone. The best time, in my opinion, to collect the fruit is not when it's completely white, but when it's white, creamy tinge, kind of starts being flushed by pink on the upper sides, as in this case. I'm not too sure if you can actually see the slight pinkish hue, probably here, if I put it against a fully white background. That is the cover of my potting mix. You can see that you can see that actually the creamy color starts to getting pinkish. You can see the difference against the white of the multipurpose compost bag, and this is the best time to pick the strawberry. I am about 1 meter far from the strawberry, and I can smell its fragrance already from here. Definitely is one of the best strawberries for taste and aroma. However, as I said, remember that it will not produce much of a yield, so better you put in your garden other normal strawberries that produce a much better and productive crop. The plant is fully hardy in the UK. Again, very important to keep the water, the soil watered, moist but not waterlogged, and ideal position in partial shade. I bought this plant from J. Parker's. I couldn't find really any other seller online of the pineberries. I know sometimes some garden centers they might sell pineberries or other white strawberries, so definitely it worth a go. However, I am pretty happy of my purchase from J. Parker's about the pineberries, because I am cultivated them just in a pot and they yield. This is the first year I planted them, and they yield couple of fruits. I hope in the next years to have a bit more fruits, hopefully, and I will keep you updated hopefully next year with a better yield, even if I do not expect kilograms or tons of production, but hopefully a full small plastic box of fruits would still be nice. I hope you enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know and give a thumbs up, and it would be great if you can subscribe to my channel to support my channel, and obviously to get updates when I post more new videos. If you didn't like the video, any feedback obviously is more than welcome, and I will keep that in mind, your recommendations, when I will start shooting my next videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.